We all do it for the same reasons that the teachers teach, that parents parent. We do it because we want to give this next generation everything we can to help them be successful. We know that we exist today because of what people did a generation ago to foster the next generation of music makers. And TMEA is absolutely about the next generation of music makers. And so the investment here is that direct connection. There's nowhere else you can be on the ground or on the floor with or without carpet padding, and to be there and actually talk to the teachers, the students, the college students. That's invaluable for companies. You can't pay for a focus group or product research or data from anywhere else in the world that you can get being on the ground, having those firsthand conversations and showing these folks that you're investing in them. There are definitely things you can do online that you can't necessarily do in person, but there's absolutely things you can do in person here that you can't do online. So you have the opportunity to get that conversation directly. And that's why I think exhibiting, and that's why being here is part of that experience. Also, what TMEA cultivates, you have all the students, you have all the teachers, you have the best, they're right here, they're hungry. Online, we spend a lot of money as companies driving people to us. This is where we drive to them. And I run the National Association of Music Merchants. We are a membership association that is directly involved in supporting members to exhibit, but also have member services year round. So what I talk to my team about, and the reason we have myself plus 4 team members here, is there's nothing like a 5-minute conversation, looking someone in the eye and getting down to it. And so the reason we come out and go to these type of events is you have to have that conversation, because advertising is important, transactions, engagement with NAMM members, which is our business, is helping businesses be better at their business. We do the same type of marketing, but what we really want to do is look someone in the eye, hear from them directly, and be able to then pinpoint exactly what resources they have. If I could sit down with someone and say, what's going on in your business? What's going on in your classroom? Oh, I know about 100 things we do, but now by hearing that, I'm going to give you the 2 things that are going to help you today. That's invaluable. Instead of having that person look at everything we do and have to make that determination for themselves, we can sit here and make it for them. And that's really good customer service. And again, you got to be in the same room to do that. And I think that's why these type of events have incredible value, and why not only do we have a trade show where teachers and industry come to us, but we actually spend the rest of our year going out to industry and educators at other trade shows, because it's really important to have these connections. NAMM's job is to strengthen our mission, strengthen the music products industry, promote the pleasures and benefits of making music. That's our mission statement. And the number one thing we think about internally and externally is community. Even the way we shape our exhibit hall and the way TMEA, we look at communities. If you walk right around this corner, there's string communities, then there's wind communities, there's percussion communities, there's print communities, fundraising communities. And those communities empower each other in a very powerful way. The makeup of an exhibit hall is part of that community, and it has multiple impacts. For an educator or a student walk in the hall, they see community. They see string instruments, and they understand how that plays a part in other communities. And we as companies, I spent a lot of time previous to this role exhibiting at multiple companies. We actually, even that we're exhibiting around our competitors, we spend a lot of time going to the bar and grabbing a drink at the end of the night, because we're a community and we realize that yes, we might be selling competitive products, but we actually are both in this because we want music makers to invest in playing strings or brass or winds or empower teachers. So we're all in the same game. So that sense of community is really powerful. And I'll make a super cheesy analogy, but I think it's absolutely true. It's like a big concert band. You know, your trumpet section, you all have individual trumpet players. Yes, you're competing, but when that section plays together, you're better. And that section then has a role in the greater ensemble, And that role changes all the time. You might have the melody, you might be resting and counting rests, you might have an accompaniment role, but that's how an ensemble works. I think that's how our industry works. We have all these communities, and we know if we want the industry, if we want to strengthen an industry as a whole, if we don't strengthen the trumpet section as a community, we can't strengthen the industry. And that's why these events, getting people together, is the critical way of doing it.